manage money. But the really interesting thing when I picked up, for example, two of Robert Kiyosaki's books, The Courage to Be Rich, several Forbes and Financial Times articles, when I picked up all these materials, the really interesting, amazing, incredible thing was every single thing that talks about finance, every single piece of literature, every person who speaks, all start with one thing. How do you feel about money? How do you feel about money? And they all say that because there is no way that you can feel one way and have a different result. You can't feel one way about something and then reap a different result. It just doesn't work. And that goes along with many different things in life. If you feel like you hate exercise and it's a waste of your time, you will never be a regimented person that exercises and is disciplined around exercise. I say that because a lot of us, a lot of us have that same thing. We make a New Year's resolution and it's like, whatever. If you don't love it, if it's not something that you look forward to doing, you're just not going to do it. So the same thing works for money. If you do not feel positively about money, if you don't get excited around the mention of money, if you shy away from money, you will never grow. And that is directly related to your prices. If you don't see the value in your work, if you don't see that what you're doing is worth growing, if you don't feel like you are worth the higher prices that you might need to charge to move forward, if you don't feel like your contribution is worth charging a price and not discussing it and not justifying it to someone, if you don't feel like the value of what you bring warrants prices that let you grow and move forward, you will never be a viable business person. People who do not have confidence in what they're doing and the prices they're charging never prosper. It just never works. And so what I want to say to you is check out The Courage to Be Rich, because there's so much more that goes into that talk. There's so much more information you need to hear about that. And it's probably the one key to every single thing that's going to determine whether you're going to be in business for a long time or not. When you value yourself, your contribution, then you demand certain things. You demand a certain clientele that aligns with your vision. You demand certain things from your employees, and you feel confident in what you're offering them, and you feel confident in what you're asking from them. When you demand a certain thing, and because you value yourself, you demand a certain level of work from yourself, what you're putting out there to the client. When you're putting yourself out there to get media coverage and you're saying, hey, look at what I'm doing, you are valuing yourself, and you're valuing yourself in a way that you're going to be able to level up and level up your prices. So how do you value yourself? It's such a big topic that I'm definitely going to make another separate podcast about this. But I want to say, when it comes to making your prices, what I see a lot and what I have also done in my past in cake business is I will say, I think that it really will take this amount of time, and I need to make this much, per hour, or I need to make this much per cake. And I've calculated the price, and then I looked at the price and I thought, oh, that's too high. They'll never go for that. And then I calculate and I try to whittle that price down to a price that I feel like my customer will find acceptable. And that is not the way to do business. And I'll tell you that I am 100% not the only one, because I've been in cake forums of hundreds of thousands of people. I know you. And that is what we do. We know what the price should be, but we're too afraid to ask because we don't value our own contribution. We don't value what we bring to the table. And so we let people and their opinions boss us around and tell us how much we should charge. No more at all, okay? Don't let it happen. So I hope that you enjoyed those 4 tips and those rules around pricing. You will not come to a great price that is perfect for everyone and everyone agrees with. Just forget it, all right? So go out there, do your market research, go ahead and look at the quality of what you're bringing to the table and see how that matches with the pricing that you think is right for you. Look at your clients and who you would like to work with. One thing I want to say on that real quick that I forgot to mention is when you look at clients and see which audience you would like to work with, really look at their personalities also and target people that you get the most joy from working with. If you've already made cakes, go back and think, what were your top 3 projects? Not because you love the cake so much, but look at the 3 projects where you had a great time with the client and they were so easy and you found the transaction so beautiful. And look at the reaction and they were so gracious. And even if they had a complaint, they were gracious. Look at those people who make your job just full of light and love and make it a great experience. And look at how you can get more of that, because your clientele is going to play a huge role in how you develop your career. So make sure that the people are not just wealthy or let's say budget focused or whatever. Look at them and their personality and make sure that that vibes well with who you are, what you want to do, and where you're going. And then lastly, your self-value. Make sure that when you are thinking about pricing, make sure that you are not selling yourself short. Make sure that you are doing exercises, affirmations that make you feel brilliant, like the wonderful person that you are, because there's never a way for you to get to the goal that you want to get to without valuing yourself first. I'm going to talk to you later about how that plays into employees, how that plays into growing your business, how that plays into your marketing, your advertising, all that, because that theme right there goes across all points of growing a business. And I think that it's something that we don't focus on nearly enough when we ask these questions in forums, but it is actually everything. So I hope that you enjoyed listening to that. Go to thecakelady.ch. I'm putting up a bunch of different bakers up there. If you want to be on the page, go ahead and reach out to me. Tag me at the Cake Lady ZHZH as in Zurich. So tag me in your next post if you want me to put you on the page. Right now I'm focused on Switzerland, but I'm going to be moving out, branching out to Europe and the United States, because I'm all about championing our wonderful people in the cake industry, building you up, putting us in one platform that lets us grow by the power of the numbers. So like I said, tag me in your next post. Go ahead and comment under this podcast and tag someone else to share it with someone else who's struggling with the topic of pricing. Go to, like I said, at the Cake Lady ZH, see what I'm posting. And on Facebook, it's the Cake Lady Zurich, full word, the Cake Lady Zurich. If you want to look me up there, I'm going to be looking out for people who want to make some videos that I can share with my 34,000 fans there. And if you have any wonderful cake pictures that you want to share, I'm all up for doing that. It's going to be coming next year. Every Sunday, I'm going to be sharing those pictures and shouting you out for doing the amazing work that you're doing. But yeah, I'm using my business and my cake page to champion wonderful women who are doing great work and need that prop up and deserve that prop up. So check out more of what I'm doing on all of those pages. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Pass this on to another fellow caker. And in the meantime, I'm going to wish you a wonderful day. Thanks for listening. Bye.